The United States Special Forces are some of the world's most prestigious and well-trained military organizations. They go by several names including Green Berets, Navy SEALs, and Delta Force. These forces, outfitted with state-of-the-art weapons, depend on a variety of firearms to carry out their missions, many of which entail dangerous operations in hazardous situations. These units rely on talent, planning, and cooperation to accomplish their goals, but one of the most important factors in their success is the weapons they use. Number 10. M401. The 5.56x45M NATO, gas-operated, magazine-fed M4 carbine, formerly known as the carbine. Caliber 5.56mm M4 was created in the US in the 1980s. It's a scaled-down variant of the assault rifle M16A2. With the decision to mostly replace the M16 rifle as the primary infantry weapon and service rifle in United States Army beginning 2010, and United States Marine Corps USMC combat units beginning 2016, the M4 is widely utilized by the United States Armed Forces. The M4 has been dubbed one of the defining firearms of the 21st century and is legal in more than 60 nations. Number 9. M4 CQBR. The U.S. Navy designed a substitute upper receiver for the M401 carbine called the Close Quarter Battle Receiver, CQBR. The weapon is much more compact than previous Colt Commando short-barreled M16 versions, with a barrel length of 10.3 and 262mm on the CQBR. This feature makes the weapon easier to use in and around vehicles as well as in small, cramped areas. The top receiver is 19.25 inches, 489mm long overall. The weapon measures 26.75 inches, 679.4mm overall when the stock is collapsed. MiG-18 Mode 0 First is the type designation for those made as entire rifles, as opposed to just upper receivers. For close quarters combat, CQB, conditions including urban warfare and VIP security, Special Forces troops use the CQBR. Number 8. M16A4. The Armalite AR-15 rifle was modified to become the M16 rifle, officially known as rifle, caliber 5.56mm M16, for use by the U.S. military. The first M16 rifle was an automatic 5.56x45mm weapon that held a 20-round magazine. The M16 was first used in U.S. military operations in 1964, and it was used in the Vietnam War for operations including jungle warfare the following year. The M16A1 took the role of the M14 rifle as the main service rifle in the U.S. military in 1969. Many changes were made to the M16A1, such as a chrome-plated barrel, bolt assist, reinforced magazine release area, and updated flash hider. Numerous other armed forces worldwide have also embraced the M16. With almost 8 million M16s produced globally, it is the most produced handgun in the 5.56mm caliber. The M4 carbine, a lighter and shorter version of the M16, has largely supplanted the M16 in frontline combat units of the U.S. military. Number 7. AK-416. Heckler & Koch, a 5.56x45mm NATO cartridge is chambered in the assault rifle AK-416. Heckler & Koch is a German firm that designs and makes it. Despite being based on the AR-15 class of weaponry, namely the Colt M4 carbine family used by the U.S. military, the design incorporates a short-stroke gas piston technology that is exclusive to Heckler & Koch and comes from their previous G36 series of rifles. The French Armed Forces have chosen the HK-416 assault rifle to replace the FAMMAs. It is the standard weapon of the Norwegian Armed Forces and the United States Marine Corps, designated M27. The German Army, the Irish Army Ranger Wing, and the U.S. Navy's SEAL Team 6 are among the other users of the HK-416. In 2011, Osama bin Laden was killed using one of these weapons. Number 6. MK16 Mod 0 SCAR. A line of gas-operated, short-stroke, gas-piston automatic rifles known as the FN SCAR, Special Operations Forces Combat Assault Rifle, was created in 2004 by the Belgian company FN Herstal, FN. A request for proposals for a family of Special Operations Forces Combat Assault Rifles, or SCARs, was released by the United States Special Operations Command, USOCOM, at the beginning of 2004. The rifles were to be built around two distinct calibers, although they would share many parts and have the same ergonomics. In June 2007, the SCAR system's low-rate initial production testing was finished. Following a few delays, the first weapons were distributed to operational troops in April 2009. The U.S. 75th Ranger Regiment Battalion was the first significant force to enter combat with 600 of the rifles in 2009. Later, the U.S. Special Operations Command decided against purchasing the SCR-L and that the rifle will be eliminated from their stock by 2013. They want to buy 5.56mm modification kits for the SCR-H, enabling it to replace the SCR-L, although they will still be buying the SCR-A version. Number 5. M249 SAW. The Belgian FN, a light machine gun produced by FN Herstal, FN, was adapted for use by the U.S. military and is known as the M249 SAW, Squad Automatic Weapon, or officially as Light Machine Gun, 5.56mm M249. The M249 SAW is an air-cooled, gas-operated weapon with a folding bipod mounted to the front of the weapon. An M192 LGM tripod is also available. It also features a quick-change barrel that enables the gunner to quickly replace a jammed or overheated barrel. In the event that the SAW operator runs out of belts, they can employ STANAG magazines, like the ones found in the M16 and M4, as well as connected ammo to reload the weapon. Since the U.S. invasion of Panama in 1989, the M249 SAW has been used in several U.S.-led engagements. The M27 infantry automatic rifle was chosen by the USMC in 2009 to partially replace the M249 in USMC service. Number 4. Mk13 Sniper Rifle. The Accuracy International Chassis System, AICS, version 2.0 is coupled to a long-action Remington 700 receiver to create the Mk13 rifle. When folded, the AICS 2.0 folding stock shortens the rifle's overall length by 210mm, 8.3 in, and increases its weight by 0.2 kilograms, 0.44 pounds. The rifle's cheek piece design allows for side-to-side and height adjustments for the ideal cheek position when utilizing telescopic sights with large objective lenses or night vision equipment. Additionally, there is a quick-adjust butt plate and cheek piece version that uses a spring-loaded cheek piece. The side panels come in olive drab, dark earth, or black and are composed of a high-strength polymer. Both left and right-handed users can comfortably use the rifle, since it has sling attachment points positioned on both sides, which allow it to be held flat against the back. Below the fore end is a front attachment point that can be modified to accept a Harris bipod adapter or be used to secure a target-style sling. Number 3. A 1911 pistol. The M1911 is still a preferred sidearm among U.S. Special Forces operatives in spite of its age. The M1911 is highly valued for its simplicity and efficacy in close-quarters combat scenarios where a small yet potent handgun is required. It is recognized for its tough dependability and stopping capability. During its service life, the U.S. military acquired approximately 2.7 million M1911 and M1911-01 pistols. From 1911 to 1985, the handgun was the regular issue sidearm for the U.S. Armed Forces. It was extensively employed in the Korean, Vietnam, World Wars I and II, and the Korean War. Number 2. Mk14 Enhanced Battle Rifle, EBR. A 7.62x51mm NATO cartridge is chambered for the MiG-14 Enhanced Battle Rifle, EBR, an American military weapon designed for marksmanship and selective fire. It is a modified M14 combat rifle that was first designed for use by U.S. Special Operations Command troops, including the U.S. Navy SEALs, Delta Force, and task-specific Green Berets ODA teams and units. With a medium heavyweight 457mm 18.0 barrel, Ron Smith & Smith Enterprise incorporated its version of the M14 EBR, Mk14 SEI, was more popular than the rifle manufactured by Rock and Ribordi in 2003. The Mk14 Mod 0 was subsequently developed using the Smith Enterprise-based Mk14 as a foundation. Number 1. SIG Sauer P226 Pistol. SIG Sauer manufactures the P226 full-sized service weapon. There are 4 chamberings available for this model: 40S and UE357 SIG G22 long rifle, and 9x19M Parabellum. It operates on the same principle as the SIG Sauer P220, however, it is designed to employ double-stack magazines with a larger capacity rather than the P220 single-stack magazines. Additional subvariants of the P226 design have been produced. The P224 is a subcompact variant. while the P228 and P229 are both tiny versions of the double-stack P226 design. Many armed forces and law enforcement agencies across the world use the Sauer P226 and its variations. We appreciate your participation as we examine the top 5 most lethal weapons employed by U.S. Special Forces. In case you thought this video was educational, remember to subscribe, like, and share it for future updates.